Addition and subtraction. Solving simple or one-step inequalities involving addition and subtraction is much like solving one-step equations. To solve an inequality, the variable needs to be isolated using the properties of inequalities and inverse operations. Use letters to represent unknown variables. Instead of using the equal sign, we will use the inequality signs. The process to solve and graph an inequality, for example, 12 is greater than x plus 6 for x, is now demonstrated. To solve the inequality, since 6 is added to x and subtraction is the inverse of addition, subtract 6 from both sides to undo the addition. Therefore, we get 6 is greater than x. You could also say x is less than 6. The left and right side of the inequality can be switched as the solved variable is usually on the left side. When the two sides are switched, like flipped from one side to the other, you must also flip the inequality symbol. Then we can graph the inequality. Decide whether or not the circle on your boundary should be open or closed based on the symbol used. In this case, the endpoint is not included. It's not less than or equal to 6. It's just less than, so it should be an open circle. Then we draw a ray on the number line to represent the solution set. In this case, since x is less than 6, the ray points to the left towards negative infinity. Let's check the direction of the ray to make sure we did it right. Choose a number from the number line that's in the ray, like here, 4. Then we're just going to check to see if it works. X is less than 6, so is 4 less than 6? Yes, it is. Therefore, we drew the ray in the correct direction. Solve the equation x minus 3 is not equal to negative 12 for x, and then graph it on a number line. All right, so we want to get x by itself. Since we have x minus 3, we're going to add 3 to both sides to get rid of the negative 3 on the left side. Negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. Therefore, x does not equal negative 9. So we go to negative 9 on our number line. We draw an open circle because negative 9 is not in our solution set, but every other number is. Therefore, we draw rays to the left and right from the circle. Solve the equation x plus 4 is less than negative 5 for x, then graph it on a number line. X plus 4 is less than negative 5. We need to get rid of this plus 4 so that x is by itself. So we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. That gets rid of the 4 on the left side, and we have negative 5 minus 4 equals negative 9 on the right side. We have x is less than negative 9. So we draw our open circle at negative 9, because there's no equal sign here. Negative 9 is not in the solution set. And because x is less than negative 9, we draw the ray to the left. Solve the equation y plus 7 is greater than or equal to 3 for y, and graph it on a number line. Since we want y by itself, we're going to subtract 7 from both sides. The 7 goes away on the left side, and we have 3 minus 7 on the right side. That becomes negative 4. Y is greater than or equal to negative 4. So therefore, at negative 4 on our number line, we draw a closed circle, since negative 4 is in the solution set, so because there's an equal sign here. Then, because y is greater than or equal to negative 4, we draw our ray pointing to the right towards positive infinity.